Hey, we wanted to talk to you. I told Richard that I would be remiss if I didn't talk to you about scholarships. My job right now is dealing with federal student aid, but I've had a lot of experience working with scholarships. And the message of this slide is just to make certain that you're taking advantage of all the opportunities that are available from these resources from your state, from the institution or college. We talked about this, businesses, foundations. Here I wanted to share with you the successful scholarship applicant. Make certain that you prepare early. Don't wait till your senior year. You should have been already. I think he said we have some freshmen, sophomores out in the audience. We might. And this is the time. If you are a senior, we hope that you have prepared well. You want to make certain that you have good grades and a good ACT, SAT score because the combination of it, I see a hand waving. Did you need something? Okay. You want to make certain when you're doing your scholarship application that you highlight your positive aspects. Community service is important. Your scholarship processor will want to know what have you given back to the community. So if you haven't already done anything in the community, you'll want to make certain that you can connect yourself with one community service activity so that you can put it on your scholarship application. Make certain that you're well-rounded, that you're participating in extracurricular activities. They don't want just the straight A people. They want to make certain that you're well-rounded. And we also say apply for as many scholarships as possible. I like this one. Don't rely on your parents to do all the work. Your parents aren't applying for the scholarships. It's you, the student. So this is a way of being more responsible and helping your parents out. And most importantly, make certain that you get organized. Keep track of your scholarship deadlines. They vary. And so you want to make certain that you're not late turning in your application because what? It's probably going to be thrown out the door. And we also have listed here on this slide some common mistakes made on college and scholarship applications. The students are not following directions or they missed the deadline. Not typing. Neatness is important. You just can't turn in anything because you generally have a group of people who are sitting back looking to determine are you worthy. So be neat. Don't turn in a sloppy application. Make certain that you're running spell check and that you proofread it. Make certain if they ask for your transcripts from your high school that you're getting that. As a matter of fact, before you graduate, watch me put the pressure on the high school counselors. Why don't you ask them, to maintain a couple of copies of your high school transcripts that are sealed so that you can have those available for scholarship applications. And sometimes, again, when you don't answer questions or another question that's asked. So make certain, again, that you are adhering to some or being the best student you can be in terms of applying for scholarships. We also like to remind you that you should be aware of scholarship scams, that there are people out there who will tell you, yes, I will give you a scholarship. They're going to promise you that, but at the end of the day, they really can't do anything except what you can do on your own, and that is search. So don't pay anybody to help you find a scholarship. You can do that yourself. You're savvy enough to get on the internet to do it, to search for scholarships. You're smart enough to complete the application, complete it thoroughly and on time, and that's all that person is going to do for you. If you need help proofing, if they ask you to write an essay, connect with somebody. There are people in your church, people at your school, people in your family who can read through your essay for you and make certain that it is correct. So don't pay for scholarship services, and again, don't pay for anybody to complete your free application for federal student aid because, again, it's free. We've listed on this slide some scholarship resources that are available. As a government employee, I'm not really advocating any one of them, but I just wanted to put some of them out there so that you know that they are available. So if you did know of any, this would help you just kind of jumpstart your scholarship search. And most importantly, what we'd like for you to do is just to go to college and plan to graduate. Did you know that the high school graduate can expect to earn about $1.2 million over your lifetime? But if you go to college and get a bachelor's degree, you can expect to earn about $2.1 million. And people who go on to get a master's degree, about $2.5 million over the lifetime of living. So, and then if you go on and get your doctorate degree, about $3.4 million. And that came from the Big Payoff, Educational Attainment, and that magazine. So go to college, plan to graduate. You can do it. There's a lot of help out there to help you. The early applicant gets the money. You cannot wait When you leave here tonight, you need to be thinking about and starting the process. You should already know what's my school's deadline. You should already know that so that you're starting that process. And again, my last bullet says stay focused, because focused students actually graduate from college. Don't get distracted with all of those fraternities and sororities and all of those other things that can keep you away from the main goal, and that is to graduate. So that concludes my presentation, and at this time I'm going to turn it back over to Richard. I think there was a Q&A period, so we'll turn it back over for questions. Okay, juniors, we didn't have time to talk about this, but there is a website that's called FAFSA Forecaster. FAFSA Forecaster, if you want to get an idea today about how much you'd be eligible for when it's time to go to college, you can actually go out to FAFSAforecaster.gov and actually key in your parents' information, and you'll kind of get an idea of what your EFC will be. So you'll want to take advantage of that, and you still have time to make good grades on the ACT score and do a lot of things to get ready. I'm going to turn it back over to Richard because we still have one other presentation on scholarships. So it's been a pleasure serving you. If there's anything that I can do for you in your community, please don't hesitate to contact me. My phone number is listed on the handout at the bottom of it. I didn't put it on the slide, but it is on your handout. Richard.
Thank you, Cynthia. Let's give her a hand, if you would. She did a great job. Those of you that are watching this recording, also, if you have any questions after you've seen this presentation, make sure you put it on the feedback form, those of you watching this recording. Now, at this time, I'm going to call up, first I want to introduce someone to you real quickly, Miss Jennifer White. You're going to hear from her later. We're going to have another session. Those of you returning for this summer, which we hope everyone is, she's going to be on that session. She's the one that's going to be receiving your forms. So get a good view of her. She sometimes emails you. She emails your parents the e-newsletter for the program. So she's face on the emails that you may be getting or your parents may be getting, okay?